Anyhow, it's good to have you. It's perfect. This is why I asked the open theoretical question: are we happy to have Jamie on our panel or not? Operator's role is definitely changing somehow, probably getting a more important passive role, whatever. In terms of media and advertisers, do we have still this reluctance in the market? Do we have an education need there? Or?
We definitely still have an educational need all across the board. I see it in all the different countries. The problem, I think, which I stressed on the last slide from my presentation, is that media agencies still are not aware of the real benefits and the real power and possibilities of the mobile channel. In addition to that, we really need everybody tying together, so the operators, the media agencies or agencies such creative agencies such as we are, for example, to show them, okay, this is the direction you have to go. We have to set up standards. We have to give them reportings they need, because media agencies always ask for standardized reportings they understand. So that's why I said, okay, there are traditional ones in Germany, the Argov, in Austria it's the web analysis, the ÖBA, and so on. We really have to try to get mobile part of the online world in order to make it comparable. So that media agencies see, okay, well, this is what they get in return, and so then they can explain it to their customers in a better understanding. And the other thing is the fragmentation. It's still hard to run a crossover campaign without spending a lot of money in adjusting the campaign, because all the operators have different ad serving infrastructure, they have different reportings in the back and so on. And we do not have so many off-tech portals yet, so the reach is definitely a problem as well, and the fragmentation to really get the same campaign in the same look and feel out into the market.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing in the Netherlands is that all operators have been working together in terms of standardization of different services, and they, at the end of the day, they ended up with the same ad serving partners and with the same sales partners. So that made life for the advertising and media agencies easier in terms of campaign planning, measuring and reporting. I think there are a number of other countries where the operators are taking moves into the same direction.
As we see it in the MMA, we're working on this mobile audience measurement, which has been taking off in UK last year. Now we try to start this in Germany, where we need the operators' log files, every log file in every market, to get 100% coverage of what's happening on the mobile internet, and then we see how many people surf to it's my.com, for example.
Why would an operator want, even if they were legally allowed to, why would an operator want to share that?
It's happening already. Vodafone does it in the UK. So it's the why is pretty easy. If we believe, as I think we just agreed on this, that operators do want to play more advertising and do want to place ads on their portals or even on affiliates, then they have to prove to the market, including their competitors, how big is the cake. And currently, everybody is blind on this one. So ideally, we have this kind of log file analysis, 100% of the market. For example, in UK, it's Vodafone, T-Mobile, Orange, and what's one? O2. Yeah? And they give all this data to a trusted center, of course. It's getting crunched in terms of anonymized, and then this technical supplier gives a report out about the, let's say, mobile internet facts, whatever happening in the mobile space in this moment. And I think operators has proven already in the UK and now starting in Germany, high interest in this one. I think you can.
Yeah, I mean, again, in some other countries who are doing exactly the same thing. The value clearly is to be able to convince advertising media agencies of relevant data. And basically, Vodafone cannot make money out of T-Mobile customers, and so in fact they really realize they have to work together to grow part of the anonymity is crucial, but that's agreed upon by all.
So,
I just have a question. What we always get asked by the media agencies, simple question, what is the unique mobile advertising format?
For which channel?
No, just mobile advertising format. Like if I talk about banners, everybody knows internet. If I talk about spots, everybody knows TV. If I talk about radio, but what is mobile?
Well, it's really about, the question would be to the advertiser, what are his objectives? Is it reach? Is it richness? Is it volume? Is it in-depth? Is it communication? Is it one way? So
they answer me, I can book banners on the internet. Why should I do it on mobile?
that's an interesting question. Oleg, you want
Yeah,
to-
well, it's an interesting and important question why you should do something on mobile when you could do something on the internet. So the question for me is once again, could we provide a value for them? For value is, from my perspective, is besides the customer data and willingness of the operators together with following the privacy rules to use it once again to provide a value to the consumer. And that's the difference. In the internet, I mean, you don't know too much about me. You know that I serve something, by the way, you don't know if it's me or my wife or my son or my friend who visit me. So the value is, and I forgot somebody at the beginning of today's shows, what's the conversion rate for the mobile, which is much, much higher. This is why. The conversion rate and ability to grow this, which should contribute to the net revenue by the end of the day.
But
The question is, would the operator work and enable it efficiently?
But in the online world, the advertising took off when the banner was launched. That means the banner brought the money.
Yes.
And not the relevant and the targeting possibilities. That's just parameters. But the product is the banner.
Yeah, but now the situation is different. The products stay, well, SMS, there was no SMS there. You can say there is a new product, SMS, but from my perspective, the products didn't change too much or not going to change too much from the internet to mobile. It's what changed is the information that you have about consumers. And that's what, I mean, we can't really copy and say what was working in this way, we'll copy this way, right? What happened between TV and internet, in the TV you don't know anything, and here you know something, right? And this is specific to the computer that is. Now it's the next step.
I would say messaging. And since you can only send a direct advertising SMS to somebody who has opted in, it's by definition permission. If you receive an SMS message, the chance is close to 100% that you will read it. If you get a banner on the mobile internet or on the fixed internet, there's a high probability that you will not see it. So it has a lot of advertising value that the awareness is close to 100%, that it's based with permission, and in most cases also with preference of the consumer. So the advertiser has 100% reach, the customer sees it, he says, I've agreed to receive an advertising, and he has agreed to receive this type of advertising. So a high response chance.
And I also think, okay, the mobile channel is 24/7, so you always carry it around. So wherever people are, you can always get them with some sort of message.
No, not at the night.
Yeah, well, there are people reacting specifically in our target group, reacting at 2 in the morning on messages. So the thing is,
And you can do time-based.
That's really crazy, yeah. And the penetration. So we have in Austria, for example, I don't know, we have 105% already of penetration. So everybody has at least one phone.
We have another from the audience. Until you get the mic, I just Vince, another example could also be Google Maps. If you go on Google Maps in